All right, we will call to order at 7:01 PM. This is the Wednesday, March 11th, 2015 Finance Committee meeting. On the agenda for this evening, we have a couple of reserve fund transfers for parking tickets and animal control officer. We'll get a quick update on the budget, revisit the Devon zoning changes, just if there's any follow-up information from there. I do have a potential adjustment. I did receive a reserve fund transfer from the Board of Health for $1,600 for the animal inspector related to the rabies responsibilities that was discussed when Ms. Papineau came in for their budget request. If everyone is comfortable addressing that this evening, we can add it to the agenda after the first two reserve fund transfers. If you want to talk to the Board of Health, Ms. Papineau is happy to come to our next meeting if you wish to go that way.
Okay, I think I'm fine to agenda tonight.
Yeah, I don't mind discussing it. She's explained in the reserve fund transfer the background and the basis.
Yes, she
for
has. She covered it in our
In the
budget
meeting, right.
budget discussion with us. Okay, so I'll take a motion then to add animal inspector reserve fund transfer after the animal control officer.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Excellent. All right. So first up, we have reserve fund transfers. First one is for parking tickets. Mr. Pomfriant.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the Finance Committee.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for coming this evening. So you're looking for an amount of $700?
Correct.
Okay, and the present balance is $45.53.
Correct.
Do you want to give us just an overview of
Sure.
the reason for it? Thank you.
So I'm appearing before you for your consideration of approval for a reserve fund transfer request in the amount of $700 for the account name parking tickets, account number 01148-52000. The present balance in the budget is $45.53. The amount requested will be used to fund the monthly online parking ticket payment portal, as well as the Compulus data processing and service for the parking tickets. The expense is extraordinary or unforeseen for the following reasons. In July of 2014, after the FY 2015 budget was set, the town moved to online parking ticket payments. This customer service has a monthly hosting fee of $30 per month. Additionally, as a result, there has been an increase in online payments for tickets, which has increased the ticket surcharge from Compulus. Compulus is the company that we contract with, and when online payments are made for tickets, there's a $1.95 surcharge per ticket. And there was also a $210 one-time setup for the ticket management software. So when I had appeared before, when we had put together the FY15 budget, we were using the, if you will, the old system, and then we moved, and as the committee is aware, the town is rapidly moving towards online payments and online permitting, which we hope to bring to conclusion in 2015. This was part of this. So the good news is that it's increased the customer service. People seem to like it. There's been a lot of activity on it, but these costs to set up the system were what drove this. So I'm looking for $700 through the reserve fund that will take this account through July 1st. And if you look in the budget I submitted or proposed for this FY16, there is a slight increase to take into account the increased surcharges specifically. The Board of Selectmen reviewed and approved the transfer at their meeting on March 3rd, and we anticipate or estimated that we would collect approximately $8,600 in ticket fines for this year, And to date, we're already at, that was for the whole period, we're at about we're at 6,156. So we anticipate that if the trend continues, we will have collected more than anticipated.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah. So,
I'm assuming a lot of that has been with the parking ban, the winter parking ban.
when the winter parking ban is first initiated, there's a, no pun intended, a flurry of activity. And then our great 4th of July celebration comes with other benefits, I guess you could say. We often
Revenues.
don't, right, we often don't see those revenues for about 2 years when registrations are due. So, yeah. The key thing is public safety enforcement.
Yeah.
The police department does a great
Understandable.
job with that. But the online, and we're seeing this in other areas, so the online, it just makes it easier for folks. And we were told when we moved towards these online vendors, you'd see a 5 to 15% increase in collections.
There's
So-
no embarrassment paying it online.
Right,
That's
right, and it's
true.
much more convenient. So, that's what I'm
Okay.
requesting.
I don't have any questions. It's straightforward. Any questions from the committee?
Just so I understand for the minutes, it's a $700
Yeah, you can add
request.
that for-
Mhm.
Yes.
To carry forward through July, and that $700 covers the monthly fee,
Mhm.
plus what we anticipate to be the increased cost of processing the revenues that we expect to be greater as well.
Correct.
The April, May, June, so for the next 3.5 months, you expect it to be $200 a month
Correct.
in revenues.
Correct.
What if that doesn't happen? I don't recall what happens. I guess whatever's left just goes back to the general fund.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the original, so we need to sign this, right? Or you
Yes.
do?
Make a motion to approve a reserve fund transfer in the amount of $700 from the reserve fund into account number 011485200 parking tickets.
Second.
I have first and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous, 3-0. Pass that down, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you. Are you heading right out? Or
No.
do you have the opportunity to maybe stick around till the end of the meeting?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. I just, something that came up yesterday I need to talk to you about. Thank you. All right, up next we have Animal Control Officer. We have Chief Murray, of the Police Department.
Good evening, everybody.
Evening, Chief, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Anybody get this cold that's going around?
Scott and you do.
Oh,
We
great.
had it
Yes, there's an
2 weeks into mind. so-
2 weeks? Yeah, I'm going on 2 weeks. So I'm here tonight to ask for a reserve fund transfer of $760, excuse me, to the Animal Control Officer account. As you know, the Animal Control Officer account is it's minimal, very small. And most of it is for payroll and for taking care of animals. And we've had a higher than normal need to take care of animals, boarding. We boarded at Harvard Kennels. And some of those animals needed medical treatment, so we had to supply that as well. And we try not to use the kennel if we can. And if we do use them, we usually charge the owners of the animals. In
When you
these
know who they
cases-
are.
When you know who they are.
Yeah.
And in these cases, it just happened that wasn't possible. There were no owners. So the town has had to foot the bill.
Okay.
The way I come up with the 760 is I've just averaged what we spent over the last several months
Mhm.
of this fiscal year
Mhm.
and just projected that out for the next couple of months.
Makes
I'm
sense.
hoping we're not gonna have to spend this money, but right now, there's nothing in the budget.
So the budget's fully spent at
It's
this
fully
point?
spent.
Okay.
So there's nothing in the budget.
For this, yeah, for this service, yes.
Any questions?
I could stretch it out and make you feel worse sitting there, but no, I don't.
Don't know what we can do, we gotta pay the bill.
Yeah, you gotta pay the bills, and you gotta take care of the animals, so. If there are no further questions, I'll
Not
take a
for
motion.
Wait, can I have the numbers? please?
Nope, sure. There's no account numbers on it.
I think the account number would be, and I don't know what it is. I can give you the line number. Is that what the
that'll
account
work.
number is?
Sure, come on.
I bet you I can get it for you right here.
Okay.
If we really want it, do you wanna put it
Yeah,
on there?
please.
I mean,
You're good. You know,
I mean, I think I have it from my budget.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for too.
So that would be 01292 52 000. I think that's the account.
Yeah, that's the right,
That's the right number, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it right
did you
then.
get that?
No, I didn't find it. so.
Make a motion to approve a reserve fund transfer in the amount of $760 into account number 012-9252000.
Second.
I have a first and a second.
Was it 52000 the last?
Yes.
Triple it.
Any further discussion? Nope. If there being none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Yeah, it's 3-0. Are you voting or abstaining?
I'll abstain because I don't know what I'm voting
And
on.
one
It's pretty
abstention.
controversial, I would.
Yeah, you don't want to get involved in this.
We've been discussing it for hours.
At least the first 10 minutes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Have a good night.
You
Thanks,
too.
you too. Hope you feel better.
Parking tickets?
Parking tickets, animal control, and now we're doing animal inspector.
All right, up next is Animal Inspector, Reserve Fund Transfer. This was a late arrival, apologize for that. Sorry. The Board of Health voted to increase the Animal Inspector stipend to $2,600 in December of 2014. Total of $2,600 was requested in the FY16 budget. The additional FY 2015 stipend for Animal Inspector is due to increased responsibilities for rabies investigation and quarantine. See attached previous barn inspector and current animal inspector job descriptions. Rabies investigation and quarantine was previously handled by the animal control officer, falls under the police department until he resigned these responsibilities in early June of 2014. The Board of Health barn inspector took over the rabies work on June 9th, 2014. This was approved on Monday evening by the Board of Health. As I said when I first brought this up, this was part of the discussion when Ms. Papineau came to us to discuss her FY16 budget, that it was the additional rabies responsibilities of the animal inspector, and therefore, because of the additional time and responsibility with that, was to increase the stipend by $1,600.
Can I borrow that for a minute?
Certainly.
Rather than make you read it all again. We don't know what's remaining in the
I believe it is zero.
zero, yeah.
Because I believe all that's in the animal inspector is primarily its wages and then just a small amount for supplies.
Actually, it's all just the wages,
Is it just the wages? All right, thank you.
and that's an appointment that starts May 1st. That's why we wanted to get it in, so she could get.
It says it right here, I just read down before I ask the question.
I haven't been hopped up on cold medicine for 2 weeks, so my brain's not quite right myself.
I mean, Pam answers the questions right here.
Any questions? We do have a member of the Board of Health, Ms. Benedicte, on that board, if there are any further questions.
Not in regards to this.
You can ask a sarcastic question if you'd like.
They come and ask like
He was
that.
he's never sarcastic.
I was gonna ask if there's any restaurants I might want to avoid in town. Your town report,
May I get a motion to approve then?
You're on a roll, why don't you just keep going?
I just need a piece of
Oh,
paper.
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Forgive me.
I bet you thought that's what I was looking at it for, right?
To make a motion to approve a reserve fund transfer in the amount of $1,600 even to account animal inspector number 01247.
Second.
I have a first and a second. Any further discussion? No? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
4-0
Did you go to
unanimous. Thank you.
211?
Did you go to this meeting? Or is that just
This,
notes?
those are notes.
Oh.
All right. That's all for new business. Moving on to the budget. Not a lot of updates since the last time that we met. Sorry, the big one is we did receive the governor's budget. I just want to give a quick update on the revenue side of things. I'll show you where we're landing for that, and then walk through a couple of the updates on the calendar, or anticipated calendar. Or we could do the calendar now while this is working very slow.
A lot of
Okay.
data to load. Oh,
I
That's what
apologize,
they tell us
I
at work
could
when it
not
comes
get
through.
this on a data stick, so I apologize for having to bring it up this way. So we actually had an increase in state aid to $863,000. Originally, it was anticipated to be a cut of about 10% on the original estimate that we had, the last model that was presented out. So the governor's budget currently has an increase. I think, if I remember off the top of my head, I think it was around a $40,000, $50,000 increase over last year.
so that shows the amount with the increase.
Yes, this is the actual increase. Pay no attention to that note that I should have taken out. Sorry. It was never there.
That's what's nice about Excel.
So in the property tax base, with the current tax base and a 2.5% projection increase plus anticipated new growth, which is a finalized number by the assessors, current unused levy capacity is $900,000. That's a portion of the tax revenue we are not using. We're at $19.2 million for revenue. Debt exclusion overrides and the middle school debt, that's the additional piece that goes on to the tax bill, comes in at an additional $1.9 million. Local receipts, $1.5 million. That does actually include in that number the meals tax number. I have not broken it out yet. The anticipated meals tax, I think, is running around $90,000 for the next fiscal year.
90? 90?
Around 90,
Nice.
90, yeah. Yes.
People are eating more.
Taco Bell, maybe?
They have better restaurants now.
Prices are going up.
SBA reimbursements, 27,808, that's actually a standard every year. I am including in this look right now the full free cash amount that we do have that is certified. One of the conversations which we'll have to review and discuss at the next meeting is what do we want to do with that free cash. May require some additional discussions with the Board of Selectmen. Overlay surplus, $294,000. Total operating revenues of $25,189,39. And then there's some charges that come out on the cherry sheets. $89,000 chargeback from the state, $300,000 to the overlay account, and the appropriation deficits is the anticipated deficit spend for snow removal, which currently we're looking at $150,000. And it also will could possibly include any invoices that we receive late. FY15 invoices we receive late to be paid out.
Paid in it? Yeah, paid at the annual town meeting. Or-
Yeah, so it's actually over last year, it's a 4.8% increase of revenue in its current look. A majority of that is the free cash number, though.
another anomaly 3 years in a row?
Yeah, this number, the 24,193, does not include all of the free cash from last year, because we had stripped out a portion of it to pay capital, so that was stripped out. So, yeah, $1.1 million over last year, 4.8% increase. So that's the revenue. Any questions? This the town accountant furnished this to me late last week after she had
Is
her
that the
final.
copy that she sent around to all of us? Because I didn't open it. 'Cause it's a
It could be, yeah.
spreadsheet. Okay.
Most likely it was, yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I'm horrible at paying attention if you guys are on distribution for a few things.
Don't
Sorry.
worry about it. I didn't get a chance to open that. Is there an explanation for the third year in a row of free cash being as high as it is? Or are we just that good at our budgeting? I know we'd like to.
I haven't really got. I mean,
I'd
I
like
haven't
to
really
see
got.
that.
Well, there's so there are some budgets that we put together that have, for example, money that they're never going to spend. I know, like the police department, they don't spend their full amount on the cruiser. They come close, but I think for a while they were actually short one personnel. So even though we're budgeting for the position, it's not filled.
Right.
So all that comes back. The growth is a big part of. It's a big part of it because we
Yeah,
have a lot
a fair
more
amount of
tax
that,
revenue
yeah.
that we have coming in.
And we're collecting our money instead of just
I
telling people they owe
I
us
think a
money.
lot of it is just financially we're doing well in the overall process. I think we have some good people in place doing a great job.
That works. Okay, I was
Okay.
just curious.
And the meals tax, that's just that's.
When we
that's
get
gravy.
that hotel tax passed, we'll be making money left.
I don't think there's quite an appetite for that yet.
I think it's time to rethink it, though.
So that's all for revenue on the operating budget. I did receive an email from the planning board. I know last time we discussed their request for additional personnel. They are kind of taking a step back from the requested personnel. They did request a budget of around $1,200 to $2,000 just to cover supplies, et cetera. So I did roll that in. Once I'm going to update this over the weekend, and then I'll redistribute to everyone.
How much did you just say they were asking?
It was about $1,200 was their request. Supplies, services, usual line items. School assessments, we don't have a final school assessment from Ayer Shirley Regional, and we do not have it from Neshoba Valley. The breakfast is, the Neshoba Valley Community Leaders Breakfast is on Friday. That's generally when they give out their assessment. So on the calendar front, our next meeting is 3/25. I am going to try to synchronize my numbers with the town accountant over the next week, hopefully over the weekend. And once I get that, I'll distribute to everyone and put together some points of any decisions that we need to make. Be looking for a final review of the budget on the 25th at our next meeting with a discussion about OPEB stabilization. At that point, I'd like to move for an approval of the budget, even if it's approval of the preliminary budget, so we can send it to the Board of Selectmen for their review. I'll be honest, I don't have time with my work schedule to actually do a joint session with the Board of Selectmen in April or do a presentation to them. So I'm going to reach out to the chairman and also talk to the town administrator, see how we want to handle that. April 8th, which is excuse me, the first meeting in April, will be any final changes, any late items that come up. I'll walk through the non-union compensation plan. We have our public hearing. I'll give an update on that later. Public hearings next week. I'll be looking for a vote on that recommendation from the Finance Committee. And then I think at that point it will be fine. The budget will be final. And we'll kind of hand it off to Board of Selectmen, Town Accountant, and Town Administrator if there are any late one-off changes before it goes to print to do that. And then on the 22nd, and Robert, quick question is, when is the warrant going to print? Is it the 27th? Okay, so on the 22nd, we'll do our votes through the warrant articles. And we'll also discuss our presentation for town meeting. And if anyone else wants to do it, we're more than happy happy to hand those duties over.
Oh, it's my
I
phone.
think John.
Oh, is it your phone? You sure? You sure? It's on the table. So that's all for the budget right now. We're kind of in a holding pattern. Any other questions, comments, or concerns about the budget process or anything else?
No, not for me.
Yeah.
I look forward to that first vote, so we can go through the ups and downs.
Okay. Yeah, and once I can get it synchronized and updated, I will, I usually do, like the major movements, which ends up on the presentation for town meeting, so I'll draw that out so we have quick and easy discussion points.
When do you anticipate the Board of Selectmen reviewing the budget? We're gonna make the decision
It'll be early April.
April 8th, which is a Wednesday, so I would presume maybe the following week? I don't know what your meeting cycle is, but John, would you be able to go to that meeting?
Not April 14th, no.
What about on the 15th?
16th is much better.
The 16th, you sure?
Down to the wire.
I
That's
was
right,
just
you're still
thinking
mailing your
someone should be
extensions.
there.
My son's right.
Oh, April 15th, that's your worst day of the
Alright.
year. What was I thinking?
Like I said, I'll talk to the town administrator and the chairman of the board of selectmen and see how they want to proceed. So we'll go with that. And I'll
I'm
keep
generally
everyone-
available on Tuesdays if you need someone to at least
Okay.
just be there with all the papers to flub
Gotcha.
through the answers, or not,
Okay.
if you need me to.
I mean, I guess technically if they schedule me at like 9 o'clock at night, I could probably make it, but we'll see.
I just mentioned that, I can at least
All right.
sit in the room and nod,
Okay.
or not.
All right, so that's all we have on the budget for this evening. Just a real quick on the old business, proposed zoning changes, just a quick follow-up discussion. We talked about last time that there was very minimal financial impact. The only one that I was concerned about was the first one, which is the senior housing over in the Shirley District. Is there any desire for additional information at this point in time? We're not going to go into it in detail just because we don't have a date for a special town meeting, so we can always just kind of shelve the conversation until then. But if anyone had something over the last two weeks that they came up with that they wanted to ask.
Not for me until we have a date. And
Okay.
actual numbers first.
Perfect. Excellent. All right, moving on to mail. We got an invitation to the breakfast on Friday over in the Neshoba Valley Regional. We got a flyer from the Neshoba Valley Regional. It's coming back to us in the assessment, but little things you think about.
They might have made their own envelopes and printed their own paper.
We did receive a memo from the Fourth of July committee with their budget, formally with their budget requests approved, which we did include in the budgets. We have a issue of the Beacon, which is up for grabs if anyone wants
Does
it.
anybody else want it? I actually like reading these things, and then
I have another one actually at
Store
home
them.
somewhere. I'll bring in for you.
If anyone ever needs them, I certainly have copies everywhere.
And then we have our budget, which we are at $19.79. And then
You
a
can round
copy
it up.
of the snow deficit spending memo with signatures from both chairmen. And that's all we have for the mail. No minutes this evening, correct?
I didn't
That's
print
fine.
them, and I didn't finish them.
I think everyone's itching to get out, so.
Mhm.
Upcoming business 5-year budget model, that will be updated at some point once we have a final budget. I don't think it will be done for town meeting, but we'll get that done afterwards. Committee updates, regional school building and capital, Mr. Kilcummins?
The school building last met February 26th, and the project's still on time. For the first time, we're trending over budget. We've been steadily below. It's less than 1% at this point, and it's on the town side. We have yet to do, which will probably be tomorrow night, the value engineering, which is when we start saying what can we cut back to stay on budget. The biggest causes with the auditorium, there were some guesstimates as what MSBA would reimburse. We built for the community, not for them. There's more site work than anticipated. For example, where the library is now, there was actually a poured base. At one time, someone must have been looking to put a building there. That had to be pulled out. There's a sewer line that needs to be replaced. Now it's a bit real back and forth. It's going to break eventually. It's just do it while we have the ground open was the decision.
It's
And
cheaper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These sort of site work betterments are not covered by MSBA, but they have to be done. So we're trending a little over, it's less than 1%, and that is probably going to get cut down, I think. Time-wise, it is on time, though, still, fortunately.
Good.
Capital Committee, since we last met, we had I want to put mine down, a request from Mr. Wetzel to reconsider some of his requests that had previously been shelved. They were primarily due wastewater related. There was a pumping station at $450,000. I don't want to put my copy,
But
sorry.
we've already set the water and sewer rates.
That's my next line. In addition, he would like us to consider up to $150K for a new snow plow / sidewalk plow. I guess things have not been kind to the existing 1995 model that's been trying to keep up with this winter. Personally, I don't want to deliberate it here because we have not deliberated as a group,
Okay.
as a capital committee. I did reach out to the chair of the capital committee today, and I have not heard back from him as to whether or not we're going to get the band back together. Here it is. I got copies of the memos. Everybody wants to see 'em.
I read it, but I didn't
It's good stuff.
print it. Do you want a copy?
Um,
You want a copy?
No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I have
Oh,
it.
you're Bob.
That's good.
Do you want your notes?
I just put in the total is 575,000 I was looking for.
You don't need that?
All yours.
Mr. Poprian, would you like to
Oh,
come up
different
and
one.
discuss?
Mr. Chairman,
Thank you.
through you to members of the committee, real quick, to just on the status of the capital, where there were these two memos that came from the DPW requesting reconsideration. And this is an informal, unofficial position of the capital planning committee members as I talked to them individually in terms of or heard from them, have they received these.
Bless you.
The capital has been approved, the capital committee has completed its work on the recommendations, so the requests that are looking for reconsideration on that impact the sewer, the rate review committee has already set those rates, and we will move forward with that public hearing conducted by the Board of Selectmen on March 19th at 7. So those projects will have to be looked at in the capital plan for next year. And then the request for the sidewalk snow plow, there is concern that, granted it's the 1995 one, but there are questions why it wasn't included in the overall capital, plan moving forward based on the age and so forth. So there is really not a will, and this is informal, and as John said, I don't want to get into the deliberation, but there's really, given the timeline of the request, there just isn't a will by the capital planning committee to deviate from the decisions that it made, which were made in good faith. And so I don't want to speak for the committee. I've talked to the chairman as well, and individuals from the committee have come in asking questions about the memo, but I don't foresee a change, an addition of these items into the capital. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
That's it for me.
That's it for you? All right. On my front, the only update I have is on Personnel Board. Personnel Board made its presentation of the study last week on Tuesday to the Board of Selectmen.
Sorry I missed that. I had all good intentions of being here.
It was riveting. It really was. It was edge of your seat excitement. Absolutely.
I really meant to be here.
All we did was we rolled the dead horse out and we just went and beat it. Oh, sorry. So representative from HRS was present. She walked the selectmen through the study itself, and some of the methodology that was in place for that. And again, yeah. Well, I mean,
I think this is like the third time she's gone through this.
yeah, but it's been a long run on the project.
Yeah.
So we, as a committee, we also met on Monday night. As a board, we met Monday night to kind of discuss the next steps. We do have a public hearing scheduled for Wednesday, the 18th at 7 o'clock. That will be a formal public hearing to discuss the compensation plan, the study, and potential financial impacts, the grid, et cetera. which is part of the necessary process for town meeting approval.
Will that be advertised so people actually know about it?
It is
Because
advertised, yeah. It's in the, it hit the paper last Friday, it will be in this Friday, and it will be up on the town website. And I'm sure Facebook page and all of that.
I
fun
can't
stuff.
make that.
It will be riveting, don't you worry.
Is the HRS makes the presentation, right?
No, the public hearing is just the personnel board,
Oh, okay.
yes.
It'll be a little more,
Riveting.
not riveting, but engaging.
I've been asked to actually put animations in the PowerPoint, so if I find time to do that, there could be some starbursts.
Is it 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock, yeah.
I might get here late, but. Okay, sorry.
Next slide's gonna be a dead horse.
It's
It'll be
gonna
chill.
a
What
GIF.
will we?
There's actually a GIF online of a guy just doing this to a dead horse. If you look, it is.
I don't know what we will
It's
chuckle
perfect.
over it once this is done.
I don't know. I know I will actually get some sleep myself and have some free time, but.
And I could throw a whole bunch of paper away.
Yeah, the anticipation is we have the public hearing. We're going to meet one more time after the public hearing. We will take a formal vote. Any last minute tweaks, we'll take a formal vote of the study. We will send it to the Board of Selectmen, and then it will basically be going off to, see, this is what it did to me before, just restarts on its own. And I mentioned it to Cindy.
Oh,
She couldn't replicate it, sorry. And then at that point, we'll be heading off to town meeting with it, so that's where we're at.
Excellent.
Okay,
Congratulations.
not there yet.
Yeah, well, you're a whole lot further ahead than you were the last time you talked about it.
No update on the buy board, no update on regional leadership. So that's all for committee updates. Moving on, Finance Committee Roundtable. I'll open it up to the committee first, if they have anything.
I'd save all the sheet of paper on this one.
I don't have any.
No,
items or
nothing,
slides.
nothing. I'll open it up to the floor.
I wouldn't
Anyone but
dare.
Mary? Anyone but
Thank
Mary?
I wouldn't dare.
All right, next regularly scheduled meeting is March 25th, where we will be looking at a final version of the budget, or I guess a final version of the preliminary budget, and we're having discussions on OPEB and stabilization. I didn't touch it. And that's at 7 PM. And if there's nothing further, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned at 7:37.
I'll let you have this one.
Seconded.
Nice.
That's my contribution.
Record time.
Any further
So they know you
discussion?
were sitting here and heard
There
your
being none.
voice.
There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, we